y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the latest episode of Saints and Sinners. So in this episode, Upsurge is having their gala, and Ella May and Felicia are going around to the different board members and trying to convince people to vote them as the new CEO to replace Malik. Victor is trying to rally behind Ella May and, trying to show his support for her and everything, and basically telling Felicia, like, yo, I don't want you to be the new CEO, and trying to demean her and make her feel a certain type of way about, how his treatment of Ella. Like, he giving her a freaking necklace to put on and stuff, and then we later find out that that is actually Felicia's mother's necklace that he gave her. And Felicia was about to snatch that thing off of Ella May's neck. But anyway, let's rewind. Let's talk about how Victor and Rex going back and forth again. I'm telling you, when they was going back and forth, I was like, oh my goodness. But the thing that took me out is when Rex was talking to Victor. He was about to light the cigar. He put the cigar up to his mouth, and Victor gonna snatch the cigar and stump it out and talk about how he be smashing. That's how he smashed the roaches. And then Rex had the nerve to come back and said, just like I smashed your daughters. If I would have been drinking some water, I would have choked. Oh my Lord. That was some funny stuff. But yeah, talking about people getting into it. It was a lot going on at the gala. Like, Angela go up to Jabari and Paige, and she trying to be funny. And, talking about how her and Jabari working so good together, and she his work wife, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, what was she expecting out of that? Like, did she want to get slapped? Is that what it was? She didn't get the reaction that she wanted, you know what I'm saying? Paige just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Real petty type of behavior. Like, girl, just leave it alone. We finally see Levi back in the mix. I've been like, what the world, what's going on with him? But, he's at the gala because he's one of the shareholders in Upsurge as well. So, Ella May and Felicia are both trying to get Levi to vote for them, so they're trying to swing his votes and everything. And like, Felicia trying to promise him that she'll make him CFO, and Ella May doing what she can. Then she got Christy up in there, and Christy trying to like seduce him and try to convince him to vote for her mama, and tell him that she gonna give him the evidence that she got against her mother. Like, come on now. He already trusted you one time. What makes you think that he gonna trust you again? Be like, oh, Christy said she's gonna give me the evidence. Let me, vote for her mother and stuff, because she gonna actually give it to me. Like, no, chick, you already messed up your shot. He gave you the opportunity to turn your mother in. You ain't do it. So that's that. And as far as you trying to seduce him, girl, Levi can get anybody he wants. You know what I'm saying? What you think he stuck on you? For what and for why? No, sweetie. I was halfway expecting him to be like, yeah, okay, maybe I might vote for your mama. Meet me in the bathroom right quick. You know what I'm saying? Get her to do a little something strange in the bathroom and still, flip on her. That's what I was expecting. There's also a shareholder at the gala named Matthew who was, getting all frisky and stuff with one of the young ladies that was at the gala, and Victor was telling Ella May, like, oh, he's a shoo-in, he gonna do whatever I tell him to do, because he don't want me to tell his wife that he been doing this and that behind her back, da-da-da-da-da. And so later on in the episode, Rex strong arms him too, because Felicia started sweating. She's like, oh my gosh, I need these votes or whatever, and like, what am I gonna do? And she's like, and Rex is like, oh, I know that dude, like, I can convince him. And he runs up on old boy in the bathroom, and he starts throwing out the names of the different streetwalkers that they both know or whatever. He's like, I'll tell your wife about him. Da, 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 da. Then he pulls up his phone. And you know how it tells, like, either the name or the number in the phone, like, who you calling. And he pulls up the number, like, he's calling somebody. And on the screen it says, Matthew's wife. And so the man's like, okay, I'll do whatever you want. Like, no, okay, I'll vote for Felicia. And I'm like, it didn't even say a number. He could have programmed any phone number in there and put Matthew's wife. Like, how did you even know that he was really calling your wife? You didn't even let anybody pick up to see if it was your wife's voice on the other hand. But, whatever. But, back to Levi. Levi was getting lit up at the gala. I should have been counting how many drinks he was tossing back or whatever. He was enjoying his stuff a little bit too much, looking at everybody like, feeling like he the man around town. Like, yeah, I know what you did. I got this dirt on you. Like how he going up to Angela and stuff, because Angela won't doing what he asked her to do. So he was like, I'll go and I'll tell Jabari that you knew that Paige was alive this whole time, and she acting like she don't care. She's like, whatever, you thinking you scared of me? I'm not afraid of you, Levi. He's like, okay, Trick, I got something for you. Since you don't want to cooperate, Levi plotting on every single person that's done did something to him, because Levi getting his get back. All these seasons and episodes, Levi, he been the good guy. He been trying to play it cool, trying to follow God, and just trying to be an all-around great person. But these people that did so much to him, and they just expect for him to just let it slide. Nah, he ain't letting it slide. It was funny seeing Christy. What in the world did she have on? I ain't gonna talk about nobody's appearances or wigs or dresses or nothing. I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, Christy in the bathroom putting on makeup, trying to hide that bruise from when the nurse slapped her in the last episode. When the nurse slapped her, I was like, oh Lord, Christy, oh jeez Louise. So she up in there, she goes up to Rex during the party or whatever. She's like, Rex, you gotta help me, like, I know what's going on, and that you a part of this organ trafficking stuff. Who's the boss? And he's like, little girl, like, get out my face. Like, I don't even know who's in charge. Shoot, this is way above me, ain't you? Girl, bye. I was like, oh, poor Christy, you ain't got nobody that can help you, girl. What in the world? You might as well just run away. Just leave town, girl. But yeah, it was crazy seeing Ella talking to Levi about trying to sway him to vote for her. And he's trying to tell her, well, if you resign as mayor, we put it in writing. Yeah, I'll vote for you and stuff. She's sitting up there. She's so excited and she's nervous and everything. She's trying to figure out what she want to do. This girl over here in the corner practicing her speech like she about to give a valedictorian speech at her graduation or something. Like, okay, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to thank Victor Thompson. No, I mean, Dad. And he's coming up to her like, what you doing over here? She's like, I'm just practicing. I want to make you proud. I'm like, girl, what in the world? You act like you know this man. You don't know him from a can of paint, and you just want to impress him so bad, and you want to be Daddy's little girl. Like, you should have listened to Leona and just did your research on this man. Like, everything ain't what it seems. And I'm the type of person you're gonna have to show and prove me. I'm gonna have to do your research on anybody. Like, it was just so funny seeing her turn into like a little girl again. Like, she a grown woman, about to be a grandmother herself. Well, let me take that back, because that wasn't her biological grandchild. But you know what I'm saying. You a grown woman, you over here acting like you a little girl. But yeah, Levi, he just did the biggest shock of the night when it was announced that he was going to be the new CEO. Somehow he swung them votes, and he fooled Ella and Felicia, and he came out to be the most powerful person in Cyprus after he had got Ella May to give up her position as mayor. Now, that was like a slap to the face for her. And I was just like, yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I'm not even going to sit here in front. I think that's like one of the, well, I kind of predicted a few things that was going to happen in the show, but it wasn't really a shock to me when he came up to be the CEO. The only thing I couldn't figure out for sure was whether or not Victor knew that was going to happen, or if he had something to do with it. Because in one hand, to me, it seemed like he was surprised and he was disappointed. And then on the other hand, it seemed like, yeah, he was plotting on that to get back revenge on Ella, because he's blaming her for her mother's death because her mama died giving birth to her. Like, what kind of mess is that? He's like, yeah, he just wanted everything around her to just crumble. And I was just confused. I'm like, how you gonna have so much hatred for this lady because her mother died during childbirth? And he's like, yeah, basically trying to say that Ella is cursed. Like, everybody around her dies and all this bad stuff happens around her. Like, that's just some evil stuff to say. And like, that just totally destroyed Ella. And I mean, Ella ain't a saint, but I was like, dang, she deserved all that. Like, jeez Louise. And then when Felicia went to go talk to him afterwards, and she's trying to plead her case as CFO, and she's trying to show, like, yeah, I'm tough, I can stand with the big dogs even though I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying, I can still hang with the best of them, I got enough intelligence and business savvy, I done learned so much for you. When he slapped that lady like she was a man, I was just like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. How dare he put hands on a woman? But when him and Rex went toe to toe, the best he could do was snatch that man's cigar out of his hand and stomp on it. But you gonna sit up here and smack a woman? That just, I was like, wow, Leona was right. Like, this man is the devil, and I'm ready for Leona to come back and spill some tea and tell us about some things that happened in the past, because Felicia, she ended up spilling some tea later on when she told Rex, you know, about her past and her childhood with Victor as her father, and how he pulled a gun out on this boy she had snuck in the house when she was a teenager, and she showed Rex that this man branded her on her back with the letter V. Like, what is that about? Now, did he do some other stuff, like, besides beating her, you know what I'm saying, that was inappropriate? I was just like, oh my gosh. And now she went back to the bottle. You know, she's an alcoholic and stuff. And Rex like, you know, don't worry about this. We gonna handle it. I'm ready. Rex, you need to put Victor in the dirt. But yeah. Oh man, so yeah. Levi had the biggest surprise of the night, and then, you know, later on he goes up to Paige and Jabari. He's talking to them or whatever, and he lets them know, like, yeah, I know Paige shot me or whatever, and he talking to them, and Jabari's kind of like, hold up, what? And he's like, yo, B shot me. I was like, how you gonna call that man wife a B to his face? Look at him straight in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jabari done changed a little bit. He not trying to be the gangster thug that he used to be, because old Jabari would have laid the whole Gala out. You know what I'm saying? Would have been some pop, 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 pop. He would have went straight, you know, he would have went off on Levi and stuff. But he's remorseful. You know, they shot Levi, you know what I'm saying? But I can tell that they're sorry for shooting Levi. You know what I'm saying? He still love him. That's his cousin and everything. So, I mean, I understand Levi is hurt and he's upset that he got shot, but, I mean, they real gangsters, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well just say, you know, I know you shot me. I know you sorry for it, too. Let's move past it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Ella and Felicia, they was being real catty at the gala. And I'm telling you, Lisa Wu, who's now playing Felicia, because before it was Tammy Roman, but now it's Lisa Wu. Honey, she bodied that role this episode. How she was going back and forth with Ella. I was like, yes. And Rex was just in the middle, cheesing like a Cheshire cat. It was like, yeah, I like y'all fighting. In his mind, he probably thinking like, yeah, I want them to fight over me in some mud, maybe with some chocolate or something in some bikinis, because you know he all nasty. He like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was real funny seeing them two go back and forth. Because I'm telling you, they time enough for both of each other. Chrissy was just acting like she was hoodwinked, bamboozled once Levi, you know, went behind her back and he became CEO and stuff. And he like, girl, as much stuff as I done went through, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I had to change. She's like, yeah, my mother did all these terrible things, but I could tell that she's changed. Well, that's your mama, girl. That ain't his mama. He ain't got no allegiance to Ella. But yeah, I think that just about covers everything. Like, this episode, it was good to me. I had my little chuckle with Levi. That thing was funny to me. They didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming. But yeah, Victor, I already didn't too much care for him, but when he put his hands on old girl, I was like, oh no, he got to go. So yeah, I'm ready for something to happen about Victor. Yeah, that's all I got. So let me know your thoughts on the latest episode down below. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that you will be notified every time I have an upload. Alright, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.